No, don't like that.
Alrighty guys, welcome back. This is War 6 of Season 24, and we're up against an alliance called Revive All, bit of a funny name. And apparently, I found out today, we'd actually been against these guys before, back in October I think, before I joined NXTP1, and we completely wiped the floor with them. I think they died 30 times to one of our bosses. So we'll be going in with two of our rank 3s in Warlock and Red Hulk, and also our 5-star Max Sig Captain Infinity Worf. He's only going to be used for one fight, but it's a pretty fun fight, so stay tuned. But first off, on path 3 again, we've got this Gwenpool. I have no idea why Gwenpool's here. Like, she has no benefits from the nodes at all. And she's not even a large or extra large defender, so she doesn't benefit from protector either. So yeah, purely a diversity placement that Warlock is going to absolutely tear through, as our heavies are doing 15k. So pretty much zero risk on this fight for us losing any health at all. And she goes down in 22 hits. But the next fight is definitely more of a challenge, since it's Strike Combat Fury Void as a 6-star. He's only a rank 2, he's not a rank 3, so we do have a rank up against this guy. So we're going to go with Warlock, since we're running Suicides, so Warlock doesn't have the Double Edge or Liquid Courage debuffs on him. And we're going to try and maintain Strike Combat while also maintaining the Bane transfers on him. Unfortunately, we built up a few too many Furies than I wanted before throwing the special one. He gets 6 Furies on him. So it's not completely out of our hands, but it's not ideal. Unfortunately, I miss a parry here, and I tried to punish his heavy, but I was too slow, and we end up eating it just as his Petrify procs on us. So we end up taking lots of damage over time. And at this point, I'm just trying to build up my combo as much as possible so we can purify those debuffs. And luckily, we purify the second debuff just in time. And he only has 8 Furies, which isn't terrible. But we're losing a lot of health, and yeah, I was really in a shambles right near the end. And we got through without dying. We pretty much recovered the best way we could, but it was far from ideal, and definitely not going to try and punish his heavy like that ever again. For our Section 1 score update, we died 10 times at this point, which is really not what we were looking for. We'd given up a lot of sloppy deaths. So it was pretty much neck and neck at this point. And we were really hoping to improve in this next section. So sticking with part 3 again, we've got 3 fights, including another shared fight. The first fight being the regular Shitness Thorns Colossus. We're going to heal up Warlock just a bit, but not too much. Don't want to waste too many units, and we really don't need it to worry about this fight at all, since we take it every war. And yeah, it's effectively an arena fight for Warlock. We're going to be boosting a little bit, but not over the top, because these 3 fights aren't really fights that need big boosts for. We're just going to speed up this fight, since you all know how it goes. Just parry, 5-hit combos. Nothing to worry about at all. One special 2 gets him down to 20%, and then a couple more taps and he's down, finishing with a 16k medium. Next up, we have a Symbiote Supreme. And this is just... he has explosive personality, but this is going to be just a joke of a fight for Red Hulk. You'll see how quickly this goes. One combo gets him down to 70%. And we're just intercepting like a god right now. we end up knocking him down in under 20 seconds. That's how ridiculously hard Red Hulk can hit. And now for a Hyperion on the Strike Combat Power Rate shared fight with Buffet. This was probably my most favourite fight of the war, and it was the only reason why I brought Captain America Infinity War. And since we had a tech teammate and a science teammate, we have access to both Cap's Petrify and Weakness, which are going to help combine with Despair, reduce and also start reversing the healing that Hyperion will get from Buffet. As you see, one Dex there took off 8% of Hype's health. And unfortunately, our heavies are going to activate Protect, since Hype is large, and we're not large, we're only medium, so our heavies aren't going to remove Protect. So once I realised this, I figured we're not going to throw any more heavies. We're just going to stick to basic hits, as well as parries, and then Dexing to reverse his healing. But mainly parries to stack up those Petrifies so his power gain doesn't get out of control. We really don't care at all about Strike Combat Power Rate. We don't need to throw any specials at all in this fight. Fortunately, we did get trapped into the corner a bit, which I was not too happy about, so we're just going to throw mainly medium combos just to get out of the corner a bit. I probably should have parried that, to be fair. But I was going to try and keep up at least 2 Petrifies on him, because a Petrify and Weakness combo combined with Max Despair is 55% healing reduction, which is 110% with 2 of them. And I think he has recovery, so it's not completely reversing it too. You need 3 to properly reverse it. Yeah, a couple more taps. We actually eat a special one there, which is not ideal. We're playing a bit loose there. But that was the only fight we needed Cap for, and he did extremely well. Now for our Section 2 score update, we'd strung things together a bit better in Section 2. They actually finished all their fights at this point. They'd done all 150, died 30 times. So we had 23 more fights, and we had to prevent 15 deaths, which was definitely doable for us. We only have one fight in Section 3, which is this Hazard Shift Arcus. I'm not sure why, but they didn't place anyone on the Vigorous Assault mini. So with this fight, if you had asked me to do this fight last season, I would have been hesitant, because I wasn't sure how Red Hulk would go, but I did this fight in the off-season and found out that Red Hulk does extremely well. Because the AI on this node is pretty cooperative from my experience. So we're going to be sticking to 4 hit combos, because a 5th will mean that he's going to get that armor break on us, which is going to come with the cold snap, which we don't want to have on us. You'll see later in the fight it does get on us, just because we get backed in the corner right now. I should have thrown my special one there after that combo, but we do throw it now. We don't need it for the heat charges, we just need it purely to get space and to get backed off the wall. Unfortunately, he wasn't throwing specials, but thankfully he threw that one just before he got 3 bars, and now the fight is in the bag. A couple more. We do have a few armor breaks on us, but they're all gone now. A few more combos and he goes down. Less than a minute. And yeah, Red Hulk absolutely teared through that fight. So those are our 6 fights done for the war, and we ended up winning this war pretty comfortably. We had 12 less deaths than them, and we also had 11 more points in diversity, which added up to a pretty comfortable win. So our season record is now 4-2. We're back in Platinum 1. Hopefully we'll be back in Tier 1 for the first time this season. As a battle group, we've died 35 times, mine being one of them. We have a little mini competition in our alliance to see who's the best battle group, so we're in a close second at the moment. Anyway guys, that's it for today. I'll see you guys in the next war.